Welcome Silvana to our studio. The German youth, humanist youth have been visiting the Atheist Center for quite some time.
Yes.
So this year also we have some youth come. So can you tell us something about the team and like how many have come and what are they doing? How old are they? Is it the first time that they're visiting India? And also they are almost come to the fag end of the trip, the exchange program. So what are their feelings like about India?
So this time we have 8 participants coming from Germany, youth participants, and we have 3 leaders. So we are 11 members coming from Germany. So this is now, I think, the 11th or 12th time that a group from Germany is just visiting India, the Atheist Center. So I'm really proud that we could be here again after the Corona pandemic. And we started with our preparations quite early in this year. So the team leaders already started to meet up in March and June. And then we come together with the participants because we collected them by application. So they had to write some application and we get to know some of these participants because we didn't know something of them before. So 2 of these members have already been here in India. So this is now maybe their second trip to India. And so it was also possible that they could tell us a bit more about their experiences. And otherwise, the youngsters are between the age of 16 and 26 right now. And one of our members just had a birthday right now in India, so she's just our youngsters member. She is now 17. And I think after being here for already 10 days, they really experience a lot of changes in themselves. So traveling to India is something really new to them. So it's a really total different world to our young lifestyle in Germany. It starts with the food, it starts with the noise on the streets, and it goes further with just being like a superstar on stage because everybody's just observing you and is coming to you and want to have a selfie. So this will not happen in Germany because we're just one of a lot of people just on the street and nobody will really react on us. So some of us really like this, some are a bit shy, like the Indians as well. So I figure out that they really see something new stuff happening in themselves. So otherwise, we prepared some workshop for 3 days, and we have decided this year to do some educational and cultural exchange of theme, because we have seen that India is so full of culture, like dance and music, and we wanted to share some small stuff we also do, because we have seen that so many of our members are being musicians at home. So they're being teachers for music, or they train themselves and just playing an instrument, or they're doing creative paintings. So we just put them all into 4 nice workshops, and we have done 4 workshops of art, music, video documentation, and also literature. And this was a beautiful time. Also, the preparations went on really well. So the participants have been really concentrated in preparations already in Germany. So we have been really proud of them, but the outcome was amazing. So also for us as a team leaders, we have been really surprised and really honored that this really great workshop is done like this.
Oh, wonderful to know about it. But in the workshop you have like students from diverse backgrounds.
That's true.
From diverse backgrounds, some of them there was a language barrier. And
yes.
How do you think they have got to do things? Like, do you think it was easy or?
No, not in the beginning. On the first day we really struggled, and it was really difficult to overcome the language barriers. But fortunately we had a great support from some Indian people of our Indian team. So they joined us, just one person was enough in each team. And so we started, for example, in the literature workshop, we started just to explain words or just exchange words. So they learned like a dictionary, some words in Telugu, some words in German, some words in English. And then we just have taken these words into the second day and have taken them for poems or some short stories. So we could also use the material, although it was a bit small work they have done on the first day, but could use this for the second day as well. And that happened for the art workshop, the music workshop as well. But they overcome because you have this body language. You don't need any words to explain something. So when you just start to sing a song, you can just listen to the sound, and maybe you can write something down, or you can just explain it with hands, as I do it right now. So this is much more easier to use for them.
Okay, that's so nice. And tell us, like, how do you think this exchange programs will help the German youth and also our Indian youth coming to Germany? How do you think the exchange programs can help?
I think it's quite often like this, that we have stereotypes in our mind, that we have something like boxes in our brain to really to fix all the knowledge we are just going through and we have to experience. And this is something really good to have a better understanding of a different culture. It's the same for us. We have some stereotypes of Indian culture, and you have some some stereotypes of the Indian version for Germany. So people just know some little things out of the German history. So it's much more better to come into a personal contact and just learn something about this person. So there's not a really big difference. So we just laugh about. We love to make some humor stuff. We love to make some jokes. We love to discuss. So there are a lot of great ideas in our mind. And in the end, I think it's just a lifestyle in a different way. And we have to overcome these first obstacles. And then we just reach another level of being in a better understanding. And if we already have making some friendships, so we both know us since over 25 years right now, so there will not be any barrier anymore. So there's maybe some borders and there's a distance of thousands of kilometers, but it's not in our brain anymore and not in our well-being.
So I'm sure the entire team would have created lots of memories.
That's true.
This team.
Yes.
Can you share some good memories like your team has created and something like take away from this trip to Germany?
Yes. Surprisingly, my niece is the first time now with me, so one of my family members could join me, and she was really joined me after the college and said, "Oh, it was so great! I was a superstar today." So as we have been in the college, around 1,500 students have been in our surrounding, and she really loved us. So this is nothing with what would happen to us in Germany. So she really loved to be the superstar just for one night. So this one was a really great experience for her. And for Franca, she was really not feeling well in the beginning. She felt homesick, and so we had to take care in the first days of her, but she really figured out that to be with some of friends, they're just joining us all the days, she really feels comfortable with. So this is something what we figured out. This is something like a small families coming out after 10 days when you're just being there with the same people. And also our drivers, so they're so close now to us because they joined us the whole days over, so that we're really feeling comfortable just going with them. They're just showing us some places, and although they have maybe some understanding problems, they just understand what we want to.
Body language.
Yes, the body language it's coming again to this part. Yes, that's true.
So what about the places that you visited and all? You got to visit some weavers, you got to visit different artisans, or some NGOs and all. So how was your experience?
Yes, we started with a children's house, and I think this was a great start because we came directly into interaction with these small girls, and we really loved to be there and with doing some interactions, doing some music, dance with them, and played some music. That was really lovely. We have been to the weaver places and could buy some saris directly at their place. We have been to Srikakulam, to some social projects of the Atheist Center. So we got a nice overview of social work, but also about the rural area lifestyle. So I think this is something more interesting, not to be just on one place, but also just to come a bit more far into the country, just getting real feeling of the life here in India.
Not just the urban setting, but
Yes.
the rural setting in India.
And a lot of youngsters struggled the day when we have been to Srikakulam. It was not only that we had a really long day, it was really their mental problems, just taking the poor people just in their surroundings, and we would say poor lifestyle, but maybe they're really satisfied with their lifestyle. But this is something totally different we figure out. We have a lot of social problems as well in Germany, but but then you have the social system, some social insurance and some social support from the government, and you can't see this here. This is not possible for so many people in India. So this is something really difficult to take. And then we had a lot of discussions afterwards with the youngsters, but still they felt not really comfortable with the situation, just going there to the older care house, for example, being there for 10 minutes and then rushing through. So they would love to stay there a bit longer, taking their concentration, their time for the members or the people here, just to be there with them.
Oh, that's great. Maybe next time you can plan,
maybe
spending a day with the aged.
Just one thing on one day and just being there for many hours, just, like we had on the first day in the children's house. So we had really a long time there staying with them, and we could really come into interaction. This was lovely. And it was not giving us this strange feeling of just rushing through and not having really time to be there with our concentration, with our minds. We have been really tired after the elder care house, so maybe later we can just change something like that.
There's always next. So they can always
There's always a good evaluation afterwards, isn't it? So
they can always come and volunteer here.
That's true.
Be there and do some volunteer work. So now that they know what is happening at Atheist Center and the activities of Atheist Center, they can always come back and do things. So I'm sure you all had great experience, and we look forward for the German team to visit India again and again.
And I'm happy that we are already confirmed that we have next year an Indian group in Germany, so we can see us then back again, hopefully with a bigger group. When
I'm sure they will also have a greater experience.
That would be really nice. Thank you.
I myself have experienced it in the first team, and I'm sure they will have wonderful experience.
That's true.
Thank you for coming, and wish you a great trip.
Thank you.
ఈ కార్యక్రమం మీకు ఎంతో నచ్చింది కదా? ఇటువంటి మరిన్ని వీడియోల కోసం అనతి కాలంలోనే 20 కోట్ల వ్యూస్ కు చేరువలో ఉన్న డాక్టర్ సమరం మల్టీ ఛానల్ నెట్వర్క్ సమర్పించు ఎథిస్ట్ సెంటర్ ఛానల్ కు సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేయండి, లైక్ చేయండి, మీ ఫ్రెండ్స్ కి షేర్ చేయండి. అలాగే ప్రక్కనున్న గంట సింబల్ ని ప్రెస్ చేయడం మర్చిపోకండి.
Please download Samaram Multi-Channel app and watch your favorite channels from your mobile. App available on Google Play Store, and subscribe to the channels.